Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Alexia Alanis, file number is 23-03751. Council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
The Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Alexia Alanis.
Okay, today was the date and time set for a pre-trial, and this is for domestic violence. Are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, the prosecutor has offered height. I'd like to have a minute if I could speak to this.
If I should give you that, because we got to bring 2 people up from jail, and
Well, I'm okay with just setting it for a final.
right, we have multiple people, so we can do that, and then you can issue and held on something else.
I was just looking at that.
I see that I remanded her failure to appear.
Yes, that is accurate. I showed she has a city file as well, but I don't think she's being held up.
Okay, yep, I remanded her because she failed to appear before me twice.
She would like to be released if that's possible, would accept any bond conditions.
We would like to have released her, but she don't come to court. Who is Brianna Jarbo? Ms. Alanis, do you know who Brianna Jarbo is?
No, I know who Brianna Longnecker is.
Someone's in the waiting room named Brianna Jarbo, but they have your name attached to that.
I guess she got married, so she has a different last name.
Who is that?
That's my daughter's caseworker.
I don't know why there would be a caseworker on my waiting room for that, so I'm not going to be admitting the caseworker. Oh, okay. Let me get some other people taken care of, and then you'll have an opportunity to speak to her. I'm not comfortable granting her a bond because we gave her a personal recognizance bond with conditions, and twice now she's not come to court. So she's not indicated by her past performance that she's willing to follow the court order. So you probably need to speak to her. All right, so you sit tight. We'll call your case in just a moment, ma'am. Let's see. Are you on Bisbee? Let's see. Who's on Giet? That's you as well. Okay, on the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Demond Bisbee, file number 23-00863. Council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Mr. Bisbee.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing on a probation violation that he was previously arraigned on. Are we having a hearing today?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Bisbee will be entering.
Is that correct, sir?
That's not.
Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You understand that you have a request and summons for probation violation alleging that you tested positive at JSG on February 22nd for alcohol?
Yes, ma'am.
with the result of 1,860 nanograms, ATS 408 nanograms. You have the right to have a contested hearing. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at that hearing. Mr. Rowley is here to represent you in case you want to have that hearing. You have the right to require the prosecution and probation department to put forth evidence that would sustain the allegation that you violated your probation. You understand that, right? You want to give up that right to your hearing today? Anybody threatening you to get you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being made to you if you give up the right and plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you understand there's penalties that could be imposed as a result of sustaining guilty plea against you for the violation.
Yes, ma'am.
After the violation that you tested positive for alcohol on February 22nd at JSG, how do you plead? Actual basis, please.
Is it true that you were sentenced to a term of probation in this court in December of 2023? And is it true that that probation has certain conditions that you're required to follow? Yes. One of those conditions that you are not to use drugs or alcohol without prescription? Yes. True that you were also ordered to undergo random testing for drug and alcohol use? Yes. Is it true that on February 22nd of this year, you tested positive for alcohol? Yes. Is that because you consumed alcohol? Yes. I believe that's factual.
Any questions from the prosecutor?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Court satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your guilty plea or find it to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. Recommendation from probation is to continue your probation. I want to also preface this by stating this recommendation was drafted by them over a month ago, so doesn't mean that this is their recent statement, okay? Continue your probation. You owe a balance of $815 that you were supposed to be making monthly payments on. It says your overall attitude was fair, your acceptance of responsibility was fair, and overall progress was fair. They are recommending a sober link or scram tether interlock be added for 90 days plus 12-step meetings 3 times per week. It says defendant admitted to the counselor at MMRS that he is still drinking. He needs to address his use and start investing in recovery. You can make allocution, Mr. Rowley.
Your Honor, I think since this positive test in February, Mr. Bisbee certainly is keenly aware of the sort of zero tolerance policy on using drugs and alcohol on conviction. And he certainly has not used any prohibited substances since that date. I think he overall is doing well on probation and intends to continue that. And I certainly don't think we're going to see any further issues with regard to substance use. Certainly during his probation term. However, certainly would understand if the court would see fit to increase monitoring for a period of time to ensure that happens.
What steps and measures have you taken, sir, since March to start investing and addressing your recovery journey?
Continue to go to classes 2 times a week. I'm positive. Negative for any alcohol for testing. Different mindset.
What's a different mindset mean for you?
Knowing that the charges that led up to getting on probation, they have something to do with alcohol and just a new step, new life, new beginning, just being free from alcohol, drugs.
I haven't seen or not gotten any information since the time of this violation, which was in February, that there's been any further violation. So hopefully the path you're on is one that won't lead you back before me for a further violation. Otherwise, your sanctions will be steeper than this. I am going to adopt the recommendations of the probation department to continue your probation. I'm gonna add a scram tether for 90 days. Actually, and you said you were already doing 12-step meetings 2 times a week?
Yes, ma'am.
You continue your 12-step meetings? I think you need to be doing them 3 times a week, so I'll increase it to that. Do you have any questions for the court today?
No, ma'am.
We'll check in with probation once you leave here. And they'll go over my updated order with you. Any additional matters for the record today, counsel?
Nothing from the people.
Oh, yeah.
You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Same to you. Who is this here again? Rhonda? Okay, is that Mr. Lee's? Okay. You had Giat as well?
Yes.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ali Giat, file number 23-02911, counsel appearance.
Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Diaz.
Yeah, today was the date that was scheduled for a hearing on a probation violation, which you had previously arranged on. Are we having a hearing?
Oh,
Have here an allegation that you violated the terms of your probation by testing positive for alcohol back on February 28th. There was an ETG of 12,858 nanogram per milliliter, and on March 7th, there was an ETG 10,354 nanogram per milliliter when tested at EverHealth. Do you understand your right to have a contested hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to waive that right today? You want to have a hearing, or do you want to plead guilty? Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your hearing and plead guilty?
No, no,
Any promises being made to you in exchange for a guilty plea?
no, no.
As to the violation that you tested positive for alcohol, both on February 28th, 2024 and March 7th, 2024, how do you plead?
And is it true that you were sentenced to a term of probation by this court in December of last year?
Yes.
Is it true that probation comes with certain conditions that you're required to comply with?
Yes.
One of those conditions that you are not to use any alcohol or drugs without prescription?
Yes.
Are you also required to undergo random testing as part of your probation?
Yes.
Is it true that you tested positive for alcohol on February 28th of this?
Yes.
And then you also tested positive for alcohol on March 2nd?
Yes.
That's because you used alcohol, or you consumed alcohol on both of those occasions?
Yes.
Any questions for you, Mr. Chowski?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
or satisfied with the factual basis, I will accept your plea and find to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Recommendation from probation is to continue the probation, but it says to impose jail time is not suggested at this time. It says they want you to be increased for your testing amount one time a week for 30 days. However, since then, there's been an updated note indicating that you have not been reporting to testing because of your financial situation.
At one point in time, I couldn't make it because I was having a financial hardship.
Okay, so you had not been testing?
I have been tested. It wasn't on a specific day because I didn't have money. But I went the next following day or the day when I had to go run.
Oh, are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're back to testing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When's the last time you tested?
Last time they called my name, I was going to go today right after they're done with work.
You're going to test today?
Yes, ma'am.
So you were ordered to test today?
It was part of my the random test. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can make out.
After speaking, Mr. Yeah, I think his financial situation has improved in recent weeks. He assures me that he can and will keep up with all required testing and orders of issues any for his testing going forward. Certainly, I do think the recommendations of probation are fair. I think increased monitoring is certainly something that Mr. Camp is ready to accept. I don't think this is going to be an ongoing problem. I think he wants to complete his probation really as cleanly and successfully as he possibly can.
Okay, I'm going to order that you test twice a month for the next 2 months, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to continue your probation otherwise. You're scheduled to end probation, it says. February, okay, 2025, December 7, 2025, is that accurate? That's accurate. Okay, we'll continue your probation at this time with increased testing for the next 60 days. You'll check in with probation when you leave here. You do need to go get to testing. I don't know what time they stop though.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just doing that.
Okay, any additional matters for today's record?
Nothing from the people.
Oh, you're right.
Thank you, you're all set.
Thank you.
Yep, downstairs and then you're all set after that.
Thank you.
Okay, on the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gavin Bombras, and file number 23-03662, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Gavin Bombries.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a pretrial. This is for a retail fraud third degree. Looks like this matter was supposed to be scheduled. He has another matter. What happened in the other matter?
So he has a couple different matters, but I believe the one that you're referring to is the city case that he currently has.
Whatever 23-03323, there was an offer that was extended, and my note just says, see that file for the offer.
That is probably the city trespass case, Your Honor. So the offer in this case was for him to plead guilty to the state case. And then he was going to get the city case, as soon as the city case is case number. 24000172.
No, this was set for a trial today, and there was file number 23-03323.
Your Honor, I represented Mr. Flanders on that case. It was dismissed with a prejudice on April 2nd.
Correct, and so that was wherever the offer was. There must have been a global offer maybe on that, because that was the date of the final pre-trial. That note I put in was February 27th. On April 2nd, when we dismissed that one, this one was set for trial. So this was set for trial this morning. I have a handwritten cross out that it was changed to a plea, but today was scheduled for a trial, so I don't know what the offer was.
Yes, so, and this is, the one that was set for trial is the one ending in 3662.
The one we're on the record on now,
Yeah,
correct?
yes, I'm sorry. Similar case name. So, yes, no, so that, as Mr. Lee stated, that was the offer for this case, that if he were to plead guilty as charged in this file, upon a successful plea, the city attorney's office would agree to dismiss the pending case. And I believe, well, Mr. Lee and I had been in communication, and we informed the court last week that we wouldn't need to call a jury in, but instead he'd be accepting our offer.
What's the file number for the city case?
City case file number is 24-00172-O M as in Mary.
You said that was a trespass?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be a citation, or I'm assuming something we probably don't need an alley on, but we need the city to put it on the record. Okay, so as to this one, the charge is retail fraud, 3rd degree. You understand that, sir? And you want to plead guilty to that charge? Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay, retail fraud in the 3rd degree is a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, or 3 times the value or difference in the price of the property that was stolen, obtained, or attempted to be stolen, whatever is greater. You understand the maximum penalty? You have the right to proceed to a jury trial. You have the right to be represented at that jury trial. You can remain silent and not have silence be used against you, or you can waive your silence at trial and testify. You can also subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf, or present evidence that you believe show a defense to this charge. But you have the right ultimately to require the prosecution prove each element of the charge of retail fraud, 3rd degree, beyond a reasonable doubt at your jury trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give those rights up? No. Any promises being made to you to make you want to give up your rights and plead guilty?
No.
Are you currently on probation or on parole? No. You understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your current employer, or you may need to report this conviction on a future job application.
Yes.
A guilty plea could also have impact on travel or immigration status that you might be seeking.
Yes.
Okay. As to retail fraud, 3rd degree, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
Actual basis, counsel.
Mr. Bonbury's on or about August 5th of 2003, were you at 500 East?
2003. 23.
Mr. Bonbury's on or about August 5th, 2023. Were you at 500 East Edgewood Boulevard, otherwise known as Target?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's in the city of Lansing, county of Ingham?
Yes.
Okay, and did you at that time attempt to exit the store with items without paying for it?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
Just quickly, was the value of the items that you tried to leave without paying for it, was that less than $200?
What did you try to leave with?
I don't even know.
You don't know what you grabbed? Do you remember this incident? Well, that's a concern. If you don't really remember, do you remember being at Target that day?
getting charged a lot of days.
No, I didn't ask you about that. What I ask you?
That day specifically.
Yeah. You do not. Why not? Why don't you remember? Were you under the influence of something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you want to do a no contest plea?
That would probably make more sense at this time.
Okay. If you could forward me the police report.
I'm sorry.
I just need the police report. Okay, while she's getting me that, I'm just gonna go over your rights again because you're amending your plea from guilty to no contest, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's because you don't really have an independent recollection of what took place. And you were under the influence of some substance that, okay, and so that altered your ability to remember, correct?
Yeah.
It's just really slow. Okay, I have Lansing Police case report, case number 231903112. Date of incident, August 5th, 2023, 7:15 PM at the location of 500 East Edgewood Boulevard, City of Lansing, Ingham County, also known as the Target South Lansing. Okay, officers met with asset protection team leader by the name of Alexandra Nelson, who indicated while working at South Lansing, they saw the subject later identified as Gavin Bombris, and ready to wear with a hand basket containing clothing via True Eye. The subject can be recognized from previous incidents at this location. Let's see. There's a picture of the person identified in the store. Person's name pops up identified as Gavin Kenneth Bombris. There's also items or a list of items that were allegedly taken. And it looks like the total tally is $130.19. It says known theft, merchandise theft, shoplifting, but all of that was recovered, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And there's no restitution,
That's correct, Your Honor.
any additional factual basis.
No.
And Target was open to the public at this time, according to the police report. Court satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your no contest plea. I find it to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made, and no contest being appropriate based on the fact that you have a lack of memory because of being under the influence of cocaine. Mr. Bombris has been in custody for some time on this matter. Let's see. The credit of time, sir. He's all set.
Thank you.
We just need Tracy Dwayne Martinez.
Your Honor, Tracy Martinez is not an LPA. She's put on our list for Powhatan
Oh,
for the final brief.
they never put her on, or him on. So, well,
Joshua Wetzel is that.
Joshua Wetzel. Oh, okay. Did we have witnesses here for Martinez today?
No, we did not, Your Honor.
So you were planning to nolly that?
Yes.
Well, we'll just do that instead of. We want Wetzel brought up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Be back on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Alexia Alanis. You've met with Ms. Alanis. And how do you want to proceed on this?
Your Honor, at this time, we would like to set the matter for a final pretrial and trial.
Trial June 25th. Trial July 9th. And the offer was for the plea under HYTA.
That's correct.
Okay, so Ms. Alanis, you understand your plea offer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so, okay, and so you're going to be set for a final pretrial in person at the court, June 25th, 8 o'clock in the morning. You have a jury trial, July 9th, in person at the court, okay?
Okay. And I just want to add that I don't disregard me, not showing up to court. I do take that into consideration, but I just want to ask for mercy on that because I was getting my outfit ready. I got my khakis, I got my whole outfit, but I went a day after. Me and my uncle, took me out shopping and got me new stuff and everything, perfumes. And I was frustrated that I didn't make it because I understand that I let you down when you did grant me my wish, but I asked for mercy that you please do release me for my next court date. And I assure you that my grandmother will be on my tail.
How old are you,
And
ma'am?
I'm 26.
Okay. Why do you need your grandmother to be on your tail for you to make it to court?
Because she raised me.
So that means you're grown then, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You have children?
My daughter.
So you're a parent and you need your grandmother to tell you when you need to get to court?
No, but she's more of that light under my tail. She's more on me because there's a lot of things that are going on in my life right now. So I just love her to stay on me. So
I can appreciate you having a support system, but your request and your attorney's request is for me to release you again on your own recognizance. But what you're telling me is the only person with recognizance is your grandmother.
no, also, I do have, a boyfriend, so he's, assuring me that everything's gonna be okay when I get out. I'm gonna have everything, I'm gonna get a phone, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna be on a new path of, making my life livable and a new pathway for me. Start my education. I was actually waiting for May because the GED classes at Lansing Community College are opening. There's new openings for GED, so I assure you that I'm gonna have everything on paper the next court date in a file. And I just want to prove myself and everybody wrong that I am reliable and I am responsible.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that you are reliable and you are responsible, not your uncle and your grandmother and your boyfriend. That you are reliable, you are responsible, you will make sure you get to court. If you don't hear from any of those three people ever again, that you will make sure you take care of your business for yourself and for your child. It's nice that your uncle bought you an outfit for court, but who cares about your outfit? We want you to get here. Well, we do care about your outfit because we don't want you coming in your pajamas, but we do want you to get to court. Okay, and your pretrial, you didn't show up a day late. You were supposed to be here on February 20th. You didn't appear before the court until March 3rd, and you saw Judge Ward. We gave you a break. We reinstated your bond to personal recognizance, and then once again, we set it for April 2nd, because you gave the excuse that you missed the February 20th date because you was unaware of your court date. So we gave you a new court date, you come back, and you don't come to court on April 2nd. So that's the second time. And so when you come, you didn't come the day after, you came April 12th. So you came 10 days later. And you said it was marked on your calendar wrong.
Correct.
You can't do that.
I know I have changed my mailing address to my grandmother's. It's more of a reliable resource. I pick up my mail about every week from her, or she makes sure that she gets it to me.
You got your date when you were in jail and you saw Judge Ward, and she gave you the new bond on March 3rd. So it had nothing to do with your mail.
It was my I need to get everything together. Like I needed this
You do, ma'am.
I needed this to get my money
you
right.
do. You definitely do. I was gonna ask your attorney if he needed to talk to you more about maybe an evaluation at one point, and I'll leave that to him, just because it didn't seem like you were grasping the fact that you have to be responsible, not your grandmother, not your uncle, it's not your boyfriend. We don't really care about your outfit being new before you come to court, or that you get new perfumes for court. We want you to come to court.
I just find that I'm going, slowly going down the wrong path, and I understand that. I just ask for forgiveness, and I humbly ask that I am released on bond, not only for me, but for my family. I'm very capable of achieving anything that I put my mind to. And I do want to appear before you in court. I want to show you that I am capable. I just want you to be proud of my achievements.
You don't need to make me proud, but you should make your daughter proud. Do you know why there is a caseworker in my waiting room? Do you know why?
I don't know. I met with her before and I said that this case was pretty personal, so she didn't need to attend. But she was persistent on showing up, so I don't know. I meet with her separately.
Yeah, this is not a case that involves a child, I don't believe. So that's the only reason why I didn't admit the caseworker. She can watch it via YouTube, or come in person if she like, but she doesn't need to be a part of the virtual courtroom unless there was some reason that maybe the prosecutor needed her here.
No, we didn't need her for anything.
Okay. What address do you live at, ma'am?
Right now I'm residing at 301 South Hayford, but I am going to, and that's my uncle's. That's my uncle's, but I'm going to be going to the city rescue for 2 weeks so I can get a housing voucher. I'll be staying there. I'll be sleeping there, waking up, getting things that I need to professionally get done for me. Get a job or, sustain a job, start the GED. I want to start elevating. I don't want to stay comfortable. I feel like I'm, too comfortable, so I have to get out of my comfort zone. So I'm gonna go to a women's shelter. I'm gonna try out the Salvation Army. I'm gonna try out different places because I am a strong woman, and I believe in myself. For a minute, I did, but I do.
Okay. What's
I
your
just
phone
needed
number?
to. Right now, I don't have a personal number, but when I get out, just give me 2 days, and I will have a cell phone number, and I will go to the courthouse personally and drop off my number. That's not an issue. Going to court, it's not an issue. Getting there, it's not an issue.
Okay. Are you employed?
I was, but I left that job, and I'm changing um my yeah, I'm changing my job from fast food. I want to go into retail. I just want to change my um profession, so to speak. I want to try a new outlet because I don't want to be comfortable. I want to try something new. I know I'm better than fast food or.
Okay, thank you. Have you spoken with your client? I don't know if you think that she needs to have CAT eval or any other evaluation. I definitely have some concerns. I also don't believe that she's gonna return on her own recognizance.
In my conversations with her, Your Honor, I have noticed, I think what you're noticing, I'm not sure what to attribute it to. I know there's a history of drug use, and she is probably recovering from that right now. So but I have noticed it as well.
Rhonda said in the amount of 1,000, 10% with GPS tether.
Absolutely. And, with all this being said, I am the victim, so I am going to go show up to court. I am going to fight this. I am going to be persistent.
We're not talking about the case. Don't talk about the case. Let's just handle your bond and then move on, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
you
sir.
be in contact with your attorney, so that you all can meet outside of here and he can have a more in-depth conversation with you about formulating your defense. What's your next court date, ma'am?
I believe that I didn't hear you correctly. I was gonna ask you.
Were you?
Yes, it was June or something.
June 25th.
June 25th, okay. June 25th.
What's your attorney's name?
June 25th, and my attorney is I forgot his name. I look at the thing all the time.
John Lee.
John Lee. Okay, June the 25th and John Lee.
All right, I will see you on June 25th.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Let's see, Mr. Raleigh, who do you have?
I think Mr. Wetzel.
Okay, you have Mr. Wetzel, and I'm looking at the wrong docket. I don't know why I said that docket. Okay, on the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Joshua Wetzel, file number 22-02358, I'm sorry, 54, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Wetzel.
Okay, Mr. Wetzel, today was the date set for a probation violation hearing. Are we having a hearing?
No, Your Honor.
He wants to plead guilty to the violations. That's correct, Mr. Wetzel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this was for a probation violation that he was arraigned on. Looks like back in December, he requested court appointed counsel. He failed to appear in January, failed to appear in February, and that's how we got here today.
Mr. Honor,
Oh.
in addition to that, Mr. Wetzel is serving a sentence on a case of Judge Woods.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm just trying to make sure because of the old, when I scrolled back in the file, the only thing I saw was from December, so I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I have a violation here from December 11th, 2023, alleging that you failed to adhere to the no contact order on or about December 2nd, 2023, and that you displayed assaultive threatening behavior on or around December 2nd, 2023. So you have the right to have a contested hearing. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at that hearing. You have the right to have the prosecution put forth evidence that would support your violations being sustained. Do you understand that? And you want to give up your hearing today? You want to plead guilty? Is Mr. Raleigh threatening you to do that? Anybody promising you anything to get you to plead guilty? Okay. Thank you. Remember, if I swear you in, so I'll do it again. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? Thank you. As to the violations that you failed to adhere to the no contact order on December 2nd, 2023, and that you displayed assaultive and threatening behavior on or about December 2nd, 2023, how do you plead as to both? Factual basis.
One thing, I don't believe I have a report with the December 2nd date on it, but the one I have is dated to March of 23. There's a later report that I haven't received.
March when?
March 22nd, 2023 is the most recent alleged violation of this. that I have.
March 2023.
I just forwarded you the one.
Yeah, it was a while ago. He's had it. You had violation since then.
You know, I think, I recall now, yes, I received the wrong report. This is a violation that had already been dealt with.
Yep.
Yes. So, the moment I should receive that new violation report.
No problem.
Mr. Wetzel, is it true that you were sentenced to a term of probation by this court in December of 2022?
Yes, it is.
As part of that probation, were you ordered to not have contact with victims?
Yes, it was.
Is it true that you violated that order by making contact on or around December 2nd of 2020? Did you also display assault and threatening behavior?
Questions from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
The court satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find it to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. I do have a recommendation from probation. It states They are recommending, based on your violations and the absconsion from probation, that your probation status be terminated. A term of jail is highly suggested. It says defendant was sentenced to 91 days in jail on file number 23-03615 by Judge Ward. Terminate probation. Defendant did not do well on probation. Jail time up to the discretion of the court. You can make allocution.
Your Honor, I think there's no denying the fact that Mr. Wetzel has not done well on probation. The court is already aware he is sentenced to 93 days jail by Judge Ward. April 16th of this year. So he will be in custody for, I'm not sure the exact outing, but at least another month. Which, at the time, perhaps, full 93 days, of course, but he will be in jail for some time. I think if the court would revoke his probation, I certainly understandable, but I think I just ask the court to take into account that he's already serving.
I can appreciate him serving a sentence that has nothing to do with this case. It has nothing to do with the fact that he was originally charged with a felony on this matter that was pled down, and that he's been on probation, and that he's violated multiple times. This was a assaultive crime to begin with, but then there's allegations of displaying new assaultive action. Did he get a new case that?
In fact,
Right.
that is the case that he was sentenced on in Judge Ward's court.
Right, so he didn't learn his lesson. The goal of the probation status and the programming that he was ordered to do, including completing domestic violence programming, anger management, and undergoing substance abuse assessment and following recommendations, which was the order of the court, was designed specifically so that he could take accountability, but get tools to keep him from getting into this type of action. That design did not work well for him. So here we are. He's serving a jail sentence. He's not provided us any evidence where he's done any of the programming that the court ordered him to do. And in addition to that, has violated at least 3 times prior to this current violation. So the probation will be terminated. And he will be sentenced to a term of jail time. I originally sentenced him to 93 days Ingham County Jail, credit for 2 days. I said I'd suspend 91 days upon successful completion of probation, which he did not do. He was promised 91 days, he'll get 91 days. Sentence is 91 days, Ingham County Jail, credit for 2. He should be evaluated if possible for treatment while he's there. If he's eligible for treatment, I'll convert his sentence to be released directly into inpatient. Any additional matters for today's record?
for the people.
Oh, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set, sir. Good luck to you. Mayberry, is Mayberry here, or did we do something with that already?
I have not seen Mr. Mayberry.
He was supposed to be put on Polycom, and they didn't, well, the jail just didn't do any of our stuff. That wasn't, okay, I see what's going on.
Your Honor.
I see what's happening. Mayberry needs to be reset. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Diamond Wiggins. File number 24-00797. SM, Council, yes.
Just give your page for trustee on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley, on behalf of Ms. Wiggins.
How are you, Ms. Wiggins? Who are you?
I didn't know that it was at 10:30. I remember it.
Why did you remember at 1:30? Yeah, because you got more than one thing pending. Do you have maybe a review with me that's at 1:30 on some day? On another file? Are you on probation before me? I can't hear head nods on this. Okay. And did I continue your probation and tell you you were gonna be reviewed by me?
Yes.
When did I tell you you had a review date?
You didn't tell me. Shouldn't have known. She was scheduled, I mean, last thing I see that it was scheduled for was 4:16.
Correct.
Those are some I saw.
You were here at 4:16 at 1:30, but she was in custody then, correct? I believe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, your probation violations were probably at 1:30, because that's the time we do those. But you would have received a form while you were in jail. Because you were arraigned on this matter from jail, correct? Yes?
Yes.
You would have received paperwork. They would have told you on the record, because you were arraigned by Magistrate Milmore, and then the jail would have given you, before they even start an arraignment, they make sure you have your notice that tells you what time. And you and I had this conversation before about how we keep up with our times when we have a lot of appointments. What do we do with those times? Put it in your calendar. You got a pretty savvy phone there. Did you put it in your calendar? Okay, why not? Can you speak up so we can hear you?
I lost it. So
Okay.
I just remembered in my head. I have to-
Okay, your court was supposed to be at 10:30. I had started to remand you, because I thought you had let me down after our last conversation. I was happy to see that you did appear. So we will treat this as your pretrial. Was there an offer on this?
There's no offer in this case.
Okay, how do we want to proceed?
Given the fact there is no offer at this time, has this been set for final.
Okay, we're gonna set this for final pretrial. A minute here. I wouldn't even entertain really a final pretrial on this, because we're not gonna make the.
That's what I was
child
just
come
about to
in.
address, yeah.
Yeah, so we
Perhaps
can
just
set it for
a second.
a second pretrial. If you think that negotiations are going to pen,
I think so.
no reason to make or get here at 8 o'clock for, okay. Okay, second pretrial,
May 14th at 10:30.
May 14th at 10:30. Let me see you put it in your calendar. This you said is what? Oh, your phone is dead. Oh, okay. Are those people out in the hallway here for you?
Yes, Your Honor, that's your sister.
They can come in. I want the, because I believe that they were here last time and you were on the Polycom, and I want them to hear your court date on this matter, so they can help you remember. At what time? You see what she did immediately? Turn around, look what she did immediately. She pulled out her phone, because what are you doing? She's putting it in her calendar. And I heard her in the hallway last time you was here. She says she doesn't care. She's gonna make sure you don't fail this. She cares more about your productivity than you've been caring. Okay? I need you to get there. May 14th, 10:30. You need to be at court, okay? Do you have any questions? That's a copy of your notice. So you can put it on your refrigerator, and when your phone is charged, what are you gonna do? With a reminder, correct? Okay, any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the people.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you later, ma'am.